Sitting all alone, mouth full of gum in the driveway. My friends aren't far in the back of my car.
Hey guys, so today I'm filming my first Halloween tutorial this year. I want to get as many out this year as I can, so I am starting early. Excuse my crazy look right now. I just have my base on, which is a lighter foundation, and then my brows filled in, this colorful ombre brow. Yeah, I wanted to film my intro before I get really into the makeup. Today's video is going to be a skull, holographic glittery skull, I guess. I got inspired by a video I saw on Facebook. I believe the artist is Vanessa Davis. I will find out for sure and link down below because I always want to give credit. She was my inspiration. It's just kind of a holographic glittery skull, so I'm just going to take inspiration from this picture and see what I can come up with. So yeah, I don't want to babble on, so let's just get started on the tutorial and keep on watching if you're interested. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm going in with the hot pink blush from this Forever 21 blush palette. So instead of using a contour powder, I'm going to use this as my contour, and I'm just going to go around the perimeter of my forehead, my cheeks, and just a few different areas on the face. And by doing this, I'm adding color to the face, but I'm also giving it some structure. Okay, with the same powder I used to contour my face, I'm going to go ahead and create these little curved lines on the ends of my brows, or the front of my brows rather, and this just creates more of an angry brow, because even though we're doing like a fun and light skull, you still want to have that skull effect, and you want people to know it's a skull, and I feel like this is one of those things that makes it look more skull-like. I do this on all my skulls. I just put those little lines by the eyebrows because it almost makes you look a little angry. And I just feel like it kind of completes the look. And then I'm taking a shimmery shadow and just highlighting that area. Basically anywhere I contour or put any dark shadow, I want to put light shadow to highlight as well. And then as you can see, I put a little bit of that darker shadow in the inner corner of my eyes just to create a different shape on my eyes and make them look a little bit more sunk in. And aside from that, I just feel like it looks cool and it adds to the shadow. And now I'm just creating some depth in my crease with another blush, and I'm just going to keep kind of playing with the shape of my eyes and just adding more colors and getting darker as I go. Okay, so now I'm going in with Morphe's 35C palettes. This is like one of my go-to palettes. Anytime I use color, I use this palette. Also, it gets a lot of abuse during Halloween time. I should probably get a new one. Even though the shadows aren't necessarily dented, I just feel like I've used it so many times and I just need a new one. But anyways, I'm adding a purple from the palette, the lighter purple, and I'm using that to deepen up my crease because I didn't want to just stick with the pink. I wanted to pull in the blue and purple from the brows that I did. And by the way, I did those brows using face paints. I used just a face paint palette that I had, and I started with blue at the tail of the brow, and then added pink to make the purple, and then ended with just pink. So yeah, that's how I did that. But yeah, I'm just kind of playing with the crease. It's kind of hard for me to explain exactly what I'm doing at certain points because when I do looks like these, I just go with the flow. I may have something in my head, but 9 times out of 10, I'll end up doing something else and just kind of go with it. I don't necessarily have these looks played out, so yeah, if you're a little confused at times, I'm sorry. I do my best to try and explain what I'm doing. It's just my creative process is just all over the place at times. So yeah. And as you can see, I'm just kind of cutting my crease and creating a nice blank lid space. And just to give you guys a little tip, when you do this, if you have hooded eyes, I recommend putting the concealer at the bottom of your eye, like by your lash line, and then looking up, and wherever the concealer lands, that's where you want to carve out, because that's where you're actually going to see the shadow. Rather than trying to figure it out, you can just look up, blink, and the concealer will transfer to your lid, and you can see exactly where you should carve out your crease. I'm now just going in with a matte pink eyeshadow from the same palettes, and then I am going to go in with the purple as well on the outer corner and deepen it up. Okay, so the next step is applying some eyeliner. But for today's look, to make it more holographic and just different, I'm actually using paper. This is paper for nail art. I ordered a set off of Amazon. It was really cheap, and basically it just comes with a bunch of different colors of holographic and iridescent paper. And it's meant for your nails, like you just cut up pieces and put them onto your nail and then cover it with a top coat, and it just adds like a cool holographic effect. But I'm obviously using it for eyeliner, so I just cut the paper up into like a triangle and used it as wing liner. This specific color is like a yellowy pink iridescent effect, and I just felt like it complemented the look really nicely. You obviously can just apply regular eyeliner. You can do like a pink liner or a purple liner, but I just thought this added a really different effect, and this kind of reminds me of like a unicorn a little bit. But anyways, I just went in on the lower lash line using the same exact shades I used on my lid. The pinks and the purples, and then I highlighted the inner corner of my eye with a shimmery white shadow. And now I'm going to apply some mascara. Any mascara will do, but I do go over the black mascara with a purple mascara, which is by NYX. They sell all different color mascaras. I don't remember like the specific name of the product, but yeah, if you go to any NYX section, you'll probably see what I'm talking about, and it's just like a light purple. Okay, so I am going to start by drawing the nose. I'm using a random lip liner, and I'm just going to outline the shape that I want. Now, I know this doesn't look exactly like a skull nose. I wasn't trying to make it look exactly like that. I wasn't looking at any pictures for reference or anything. This isn't your traditional black and white skull that you see everywhere. If it was, then obviously I'd be looking at pictures and making sure everything's actually correct and looking the way it's supposed to. But, I mean, you know, in a regular skull, you would even have your eyes all hollowed out and black. But this one is just supposed to mimic a skull. You know, it's not supposed to look exactly like it. You know, when you look at this look, you're like, oh, it's kind of like a holographic skull. You're not like, whoa, there's a skull. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyways, I just filled the nose in with some pink face paint. Then I went in with the same dark purple I've been using and just kind of outlined it and deepened the outer part of the nose. And then I'm applying a very iridescent shadow. It's by NYX. I think it's called Pink Pearl. I don't know if they still have it. I believe it's discontinued. But I feel like by adding that really shimmery shadow in the center, it just created this really pretty ombre effect. And then I'm going in with any pink shadow, and I'm just going to kind of outline the nose. I just like the way this looked. Okay, so now it is time for the teeth. I'm using these really, really pretty gemstones. Now, I'm putting them on with some lash glue. I don't necessarily know if this is safe, so please test it out first or do your research. Honestly, it's just all I had. It's the only adhesive I had, so I just went with it. But all because it worked for me and didn't irritate me doesn't mean it won't irritate you. So please be careful. I just want to put that out there. It's just the only adhesive I had at the moment, so I used lash glue to put these on. I also want to mention, I know this isn't really realistic to be gluing gems on your lips. My makeup is my form of art, and I feel like sometimes I get a little crazy, and I just thought this would look really cool for picture purposes and like a little video. I know if you're actually wearing this for Halloween, you're not going to want gems all over your lips. So my suggestion is to draw on teeth and then put some kind of glitter over the teeth. I feel like that would look really pretty, and if I was actually wearing this for Halloween, I would do that. I would put glitter on top of the teeth that I drew. I feel like that would look super pretty and still give that holographic glittery look that we're going for. I just thought these gems looked so pretty in pictures, which is why I did this, and I seen some other artists do it, so I wanted to give it a try. But like I said, I know it's not necessarily realistic, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, sometimes I get a little carried away with my makeup, and it is my form of art, so yeah, I just kind of go with it sometimes. So as you can see here, I'm just adding some shading in between the teeth. I go in with the pink shade, and then later on I'm going to take a more detailed brush and go in with the purple shade closer to in between the teeth to add a little bit more depth. But yeah, I'm just basically adding some shadow. So now I'm going in with the same lip liner I used before for the nose, and I'm going to draw the overall jaw shape and outline it, and then I'm going to fill it in with face paint and add shadow to shade and highlight this area. So now I'm going to go in with the pink shadow again, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the nose and kind of just add an outline to the jaw area. I did that with the pink shadow and the pencil brush before around the nose, and yeah, I'm just repeating that step. It just adds more color, and I just like the way it looks. So I just wanted to show you, this is the paper that I used for the eyeliner, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut little pieces and put it along the top of the jaw. You don't have to do this, but I feel like it looked really cool in pictures, and when the light hit it a certain way, it just added a really cool effect and added more shimmer and more of that holographic effect to this look, which is what I was going for. So what I'm doing here is I'm just adding some dark purple on the temples to just add some shadowing. As you guys know, on a skull, that area, the temple area, is usually hollowed out, so I just wanted to add a little bit of contouring and depth to that area. And then I also went a little crazy with the highlight. I used the same pigment that I use on the tip of my nose and the jaw, and I'm pretty much applying that on all the high points of my face. It's like a pink pearl iridescent, so it really complements the pink shades that I use. And yeah, I'm basically just going ham with the highlighter and just keep piling it on. I decided I wanted a little bit more glitter, so I'm just going ahead and I am applying a glitter liner by BH Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure it's in the color Synergy, and I'm also pretty sure I've used it in other tutorials. Yeah, and I'm basically just adding a bunch of it underneath the eye. I just felt like the look needed more glitter, so I decided to add some in that area. Now on the temples, I am just applying some glitter glue. I'm using the NYX glitter glue, which I really like, by the way. But anyways, I am using some silver glitter. It's just a random silver glitter. I think I got it on Amazon, and I am just applying it on the temple area. You can apply glitter wherever you feel you need it. I just basically applied it in random places. I just feel like it just adds to the look, and the more glitter the better. And then I am going in with some rhinestones, and I'm just going to apply them on random spots, like 3 random spots on my temples. You don't have to do this, I just had them, so I was like, why not use them? And again, like the sparkliness of the rhinestones was gonna look really cool in pictures, I thought. So that's why I added them. And then don't forget to add false lashes. I mean, you don't have to, but I do think it kind of completes the look. And I got mine at my local Harmon's. They were Halloween lashes, and they had rhinestones on them. So I feel like it tied in the whole theme really well. So that is it for this look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed. I really love the way this came out. I think it's a really cool and unique take on a skull. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to making a lot more Halloween videos, so definitely hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing some of my ideas.